The Strait of Hormuz is the bottleneck through which a large part of the world's oil passes. Any disruption there has an immediate effect on prices and global logistics. In recent months, an interim agreement sought to reduce hostilities between the United States and Iran, but the tension never completely disappeared. Ships continued to come under attack and military responses started to build up again. In the early hours of this Tuesday, July 7th, the situation quickly escalated. Reports from UK Maritime Trade Operations confirmed that 3 tankers were hit by projectiles while transiting through the strait. One of them, a liquefied natural gas carrier, was hit on the port side south of the strait, near the coast of Oman, and caught fire. The other 2 suffered structural damage but were able to continue their journey. So far, there have been no reports of casualties among the crews, and Iranian state media indicated that at least 2 of the ships had ignored repeated warnings before being hit. These attacks follow a previously observed pattern. Iran has been pressuring ships that use alternative routes near the Omani coast instead of the main shipping route. By pressuring ships, the apparent goal is to assert control over maritime traffic in the strait and create an environment of uncertainty for those who depend on that passage. This is not an isolated action, but a continuous strategy of intimidation against international commercial shipping. In direct response, just a few hours ago, the United States Central Command ordered the resumption of airstrikes against Iran. American aircraft struck multiple military targets, including surveillance infrastructure, communication systems, air defense sites, drone storage facilities, and mine-laying capabilities. The strikes were described as a response to continued aggression against international commercial shipping. The focus was on targets that pose a direct threat to navigation and American forces in the region, without expanding to civilian or large-scale targets. The operation was not a one-time event. While the ground attacks were taking place, the aerial picture over the Middle East, specifically in the Persian Gulf, showed intense and sustained activity. At least 12 U.S. Air Force refueling aircraft were visible on public radar. 4 KC-135R Stratotankers and 8 KC-46A Pegasus participated in the operation. A U.S. Navy P-8. A Poseidon aircraft was also operating in the region, conducting intelligence, surveillance, and maritime reconnaissance missions. 2 multi-role tanker aircraft from Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates were completing the picture, indicating regional logistical support. If you want access to the most in-depth analysis and exclusive content, such as videos, shorts, and live streams that are not released to the public here, become an exclusive channel member for just 7 Rs per month. The massive presence of tanker aircraft is the clearest indicator that the operations are not isolated incidents. Each refueling allows fighters and attack aircraft to stay in the air longer, carry out multiple tasks, and maintain continuous coverage over the targets. The P-8, a Poseidon in turn, provides real-time data on ship movements, possible missile or drone launches, and any suspicious activity at sea. Together, these elements form the backbone of a prolonged air campaign, not just an isolated response lasting a few hours. This combination of precise ground strikes and heavy air support shows a calculated approach. The United States seeks to degrade Iran's ability to threaten the Strait without entering into a large-scale open war. At the same time, the visibility of these tanker planes in the air serves as a demonstration of capability and ongoing presence. Iran, in turn, keeps up the pressure through attacks on ships, testing how far it can go without provoking an even broader response. What we see now is the practical collapse of any previous truce. The Strait of Hormuz remains a high-risk zone for maritime trade. Energy markets are already feeling the volatility, and the possibility of new incidents in the coming days or even hours cannot be ruled out. The regions of Sirik, Chesham, and Bandar Abbas have been targeted in attacks in the past few hours. If there is a reaction from Iran, things could get out of control. Both Washington and Tehran seem to feel slighted. They are willing to respond to each other's every move, creating a cycle of action and reaction that has yet to find a point of balance. The video doesn't end here, but if you want to watch the full analysis like our members do, just become an exclusive channel member for only 7 rays and 99 centavos a month. Click the Become a Member button. Now I want to hear from you. What do these attacks and this intense air activity indicate for the next steps in the region? Your perspective helps enrich the discussion. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos.